Hi! Today's video is going to be, it's a makeup tutorial, but it will be kind of like a luxury, high-end makeup tutorial. Not entirely, because I don't have luxury products in like each category. I will dust off my most expensive products and use them for today's look. The reason being, I got like my last gifts from working at Sephora. Working at Sephora gets you like a lot of luxury products. Like I got a lot of stuff that I would probably never get myself, and one of them would be the one that I recently got, a Dior palette. Look at that. This is the box that it came in. It's a neutral palette. I'm going to show you the inside. It's so beautiful. It has like a plastic on top of it, and it has like the cheapest brushes ever. I mean, these are just for, I don't know for what, because you can't really use these. What would you do with something like that? Maybe the other one, like I can see a lady using this. I don't think I will though. But this is the palette. It's so gorgeous. I have not touched it yet. It's neutral, it's beautiful, it's luxurious. The shades are quite on the cool tone side. It's my mom's birthday today. I might meet her later, I'm not sure. And I will give her your moisturizer, because I got it along with this one. Anyways, let's get into the makeup. We're going to get glam, and like that kind of a soft glam, because obviously it's a neutral palette. It has mostly shimmers from what I can see. Like I swatched it in the store, but like I can't really remember. I think I loved this particular shade. The thing about this, you don't have a transition shade, at least not a matte one, so I will have to see what I can work with. Probably this middle one, but it does have a little bit of sheen in it. I don't usually apply like shimmery products into my crease, but we'll see, we'll see. I talked about this palette a lot, but I will start with my face. I'm going to use this, I do have a sample from La Mer, the Hydrating Illuminator. I use this as a primer. Like I used it about 3 times already. It's like a very small jar, but you get a few uses out of this. This is like, I think it's an illuminating primer. It doesn't look like a liquid highlighter. It's not that glowy, but it gives such a beautiful glow to the skin. It's like perfect for dry skin. It's probably very expensive. I haven't even looked it up, like I don't want to, but I'm just going to enjoy this sample. And it smells so expensive too. And look at that glow. So I don't see any shimmers, that's why I assume that it's not a highlighter and it's a primer. I hope I'm right. If I'm not, I enjoy using it as a primer. So, okay, for foundation, Dior. I do have the Backstage foundation. I'm going to shake it up because it's liquidy. Okay, I'm applying some of that. I think the shade is fine. I'm just going to do this thing with my finger, and then I'm going to take my sponge. The delivery woman called while I had unblended foundation on my face, so I took the sponge and just did this all over my face. It looks a little bit patchy because like I did not blend it properly, obviously. What do you do when I mean, probably people do not have this problem because they don't do their makeup all day long. I had a delivery man call me once about 2 or 3 years ago, when I used to post close-up eye shots of my makeup, and I had one super glam eye and one eye without any makeup on it. Weird times, especially around my nose area. I got some patchiness. My mom's calling. Duh. When I worked in Sephora, a lot of people mentioned how this foundation is for dry skin. Hell no! Like it basically erased all that glow that I had from the primer. So it's definitely for like combo to even oily skin, in my opinion. It has like that kind of a soft matte finish. I just try to blend it up as much as I could. Concealer. That's tricky. I think I'm going... Since I'm going out, I'm going to use my favorite concealer, because other concealers that I have just crease on me so bad, and I don't want that. And my favorite concealer is the Maybelline Age Rewind, like from what I've tried. This doesn't have that much coverage, but I really love how well this lasts on me. Oh, I also have the Born This Way from Too Faced. I could have used that one. I love that one as well, but I usually save that one for clients. Even though I did not get many clients since I moved. I did not get any clients since I moved. just going to use my sponge again. I think I changed the placement of my concealer, like I now apply just in the inner portion. I used to do this placement a lot, like I think a year ago or something like that, so I'm going back to it. Okay, going to set using my RCMA as usual. I did not test any other powders in such a long time, like this jar is humongous, I can't finish it. I'll be using the RCMA powder for like at least 1 more year. Especially because I started using so little powder. I used to powder my entire face a while back, but now I just powder my under eyes, so it's really hard to finish a powder. I'm applying it with stamping motions. I'm also bringing it down towards my pores area. My mom just confirmed I'm going to meet her later, so I'm not going to do a very heavy glam. She doesn't really like when I'm wearing a lot of makeup. But it's her birthday, so I'm going to please her. The shade is actually perfect for me for this foundation. Okay, while we're talking Dior, I'll be using my Dior nude bronzer. Love this thing. Beautiful. Slightly shimmery finish, very natural looking, like sun-kissed, that kind of a sun-kissed natural look. The packaging broke, which I'm very disappointed about because it's Dior and you expect kind of more elevated packaging, but they discontinued this product, so I don't know if it's because of the packaging, maybe. I panned it. I think this will be like my first bronzer that I finish. I've had it for like a year, so not even that long. For me to pan a bronzer in a year is something huge. I'm just going to do circular motions here on my cheeks. Warmth, glow, everything you want in a bronzer. Everything I want in a bronzer. It's like, I don't know if most people enjoy shimmer in their bronzers, but this one is so subtle. It looks like your skin is glowing, it doesn't look like an actual shimmer. I'll apply some of that on the tip of my nose as well. I'll use my Sigma Blush Cheek Palette, and I'll mix these pink shades. I started using these shades because they are a little bit lighter. Like, I feel like most of the time my blush is a little bit too dark. I need to find shades that work well on my fair complexion. Just going to blend the edges a little bit. I remember I hung out with my mother, I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago. I was at her place, I slept at her place and I was doing my makeup, and she saw me getting ready for like 20 minutes or however long it takes me to do a everyday natural makeup. It takes me like 20-25 minutes, something like that. So she was like, what are you doing? Like, she thought that I was doing a very heavy glam and I was taking that long, because when we grabbed a cup of coffee at like a coffee shop or something, and she was looking at me, she was like, oh, your makeup is beautiful, it's not that heavy. She was saying like, it looks natural, it's beautiful. And I was like, you really thought I was doing glittery, heavy glam hanging out with you. Judging by the time it took me to do that makeup, she thought I was doing very heavy glam. It takes her exactly 10 seconds to do her makeup, man. Like, she takes... well, let me apply some highlighter while I chat. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls. If you never try this, run. Like, literally run. It's $4 and it looks like high-end. I can't with this highlighter, it's so beautiful. I have so many more highlighters, but I always use this one, especially if I'm going out. 100% I'm using this one. If I'm doing a look for Instagram, I might use something else as well, but this one, in real life, it looks so beautiful. Because like, most blinding highlighters look really well in pictures, but like, in real life they look like too much, and this is like the perfect natural glow. I was talking about my mother, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, her makeup routine. She literally takes one shade, which is usually soft pink or green, or like a soft purple type of a shade. She applies that with her finger all over her lid and applies mascara, and that's it. Since we're wearing masks right now, that's her whole routine. Before masks, she used to apply lipstick as well, but now it kind of transfers on her mask and she doesn't like it, so she skips the lipstick. So yeah, it's like one shadow and the mascara. So yeah, she does use makeup, just not this much. I got her some soft pink eyeshadows, she really enjoys it. And I also like how fast she pans eyeshadows, because she like dips her finger really hard in them. Okay, I think my face is done. I need to moisturize my lips again because they got kind of dry. I'm using Vaseline. I feel like it's such a talking mood today. I'm talking so much. I don't even think I need to put background music in this video. I probably will though. I don't know what's up with me. For the interesting part, this baby. I'm not going to use their brushes, I'm sorry. Oh, I need to prime first, because I will be going out and I need this shadow to last. I was working in Sephora. I think I will talk about my job at Sephora like forever, because it was like the best job I ever had. I only had like 3 jobs, so that's not huge, but I really loved my job at Sephora. So when I worked there, a lot of people would ask me for long-lasting eyeshadows, and I was like, what? There's not such a thing. I don't think that's such a thing. Like any shadow creases on me without eyeshadow primer. Doesn't matter if it's Dior, if it's Colourpop, if it's like Juvia's Place or middle end like Urban Decay. Everything creases if I don't apply an eyeshadow primer. I was always explaining to the clients that longevity does not depend on the eyeshadow, it depends on the base that you're using. A lot of people are applying shadows directly on their skin, including my mother, but like, yeah, that fades and creases. So don't expect long-lasting results if you're not applying any base underneath, at least concealer. I feel like concealer works for a lot of people. It doesn't really work for me if I'm wearing the makeup for longer than 5-6 hours. Eyeshadow primer, it is. I used the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Did I mention that? I let the primer sit for about 2 or 3 minutes so it dries. If you apply the shadows right away on top, they are going to look a little bit patchy. You're actually a lot patchy. You're not going to be able to blend it because it acts like a glue for the eyeshadow. My brushes are still dirty, man. Why am I so lazy? Like, I'm not lazy. It's weird. I'm lazy and I'm not lazy. A colleague from Sephora told me once that she doesn't get home so lazy but so hardworking at the same time. The thing is, I prioritize things. Like, I do a lot of things, but I totally ignore other things. For example, I upload YouTube videos 5 times a week, but I don't wash my brushes, so priorities. I need to spray some brush cleaning spray on some of my brushes, because I literally have nothing to do today's look. And I want clean brushes, because like it's a new palette and I really want to see the shades without them getting mixed with some random shadow from my brush. Actually, I found exactly 2 clean brushes from Real Techniques. The crease brush, the essential crease brush, and the shading brush. Let's see what I can do with these, and if I need to clean other ones, I will. I admit I feel bad for touching this. Okay, let's dip into that. I touched it. I want to see which one of these 2 have less shimmers, so I can use in my crease. The tones are so different though. So one is cool toned and one is warm toned. This one is in the center, it's kind of warm toned. You can see it here. Is this one, and this one is the cool tone one. And I think I'm going to go for the cool tone because I want to use this shimmer, which is also a cool tone. So, wow, I said tone so many times. Okay, let's take this on the essential crease brush. Tap off the excess, and I'll see how this performs in like I'm going to start from the outer corner and just blend it into the outer part of my crease. I don't recommend to use shimmers on your crease. On some people it can look nice. On my deep set eyes, not really, but I will try my best. I never worked with a Dior palette before. Like, I swatched them in the Sephora store, of course, but like I never applied their shadows to my lids. Usually I feel like it's a pattern. Most high-end brands don't really have that much pigment. Like, they are not really known for high pigmented shadows. I'm going to take some on my lower lash line as well. Like most of them, Dior, Lancome, most of YSL as well, they are not really that pigmented, but they go for like that kind of fine shimmery. You can kind of see that they're expensive. Pigment statement is true except for the YSL Sequin Crush eyeshadows. dude, those are magical. They are so pigmented. The glittery ones, they have a gold one and a silver one, which I swatched, and they are heavenly. The thing is, the public which look for Dior and Lancome and stuff like that, they don't really look for pigmented shadows. Because I've seen them, like I worked in Sephora, I've seen their customers. They are looking for natural makeup. They don't want a heavy pigmented brown on their eyes. They are looking for something like this, softer browns. I'm going to apply this one with my finger, I think. As you can see, it's not that spectacular, but it's beautiful nonetheless. I really like it. And I love the fact that it has this kind of a fine shimmer. It's not really a shimmer, it has that fine glitters in it. I feel like my generation looks for different things in the makeup. Like, we look for pigment, we look for vibrancy and like longevity and stuff like that. But like older brands like Dior and other couture brands, they usually kind of don't keep up with the trends. Somehow they keep it classy, which I feel like that's why they are appreciated for, you know. Okay, I will take my other clean brush, the shader brush from Real Techniques, and I will pick this darkest shade of the palette. I don't know what kind of pigment I should expect from this, but we'll see. I'm just going to tap this. Oh, I have a little bit of fallout there. Anyways, I'm going to tap this in my outer corner to kind of intensify it. I'm placing it in kind of like an angled shape, so I'm starting at the base of my lashes, and as I reach my outer corner I lift it up, so it lifts up my outer corner. And I'm also going to dust whatever is left on my brush on the outer corner of my lower lash line, and I'm connecting both bottom lid with top lid. And then I will take the previous brush and just buff the edges. Okay, that is beautiful. Like, it's soft makeup, classy, you know, Dior. I feel like this is one of my biggest dreams, to end up on a high-end, like on a luxury brand PR list. You know, if you follow like big influencers, they do get PR from like Tom Ford and Dior, and I'm always like, how does it feel to be living my dream, you know? I hope I will get there one day. Okay, let's apply this shimmer here in my inner corner. Isn't that just lovely? And I'm also going to dust that on the underneath of my brow. Okay, that is gorgeous. I really feel like this is too much for my mother's taste, but it's fine, like it's still pretty soft. I'm going to leave it like this and just apply some mascara. I do have a sealed Lancome mascara again from working at Sephora, but I still have so many mascaras that I need to finish. Should I open that one? I don't think I'll be opening a new mascara. Like, I need to finish the ones that I already have opened. Anyways, I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to use this NYX Sweet Matte Lip Liner in the shade Toulouse. I need to wipe off a little bit of this Vaseline because it kind of glides onto that. Even now I feel like my blush is slightly too dark. Maybe not really, but it's like almost too dark. Okay, and as lipstick, I'm going to use my YSL Rouge Volupte Shine in the shade 8. I love this formula, it's so hydrating. The pigment is not, again, it's not that pigmented, but it's like a lip balm with a little bit of color in it. But the packaging, like, look at that. I also have a Dior lipstick, something similar to this, but it's very warm tone. It's like that kind of a peachy, almost orangey color. Doesn't really suit this cool tone look. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for my this mascara. I need to finish this one. Okay, I applied the mascara. I'm going to go and do my hair. I saw a video of a girl faking a blowout with a straightener. I'm going to attempt that. I think I'm going to fail. Like, my hair cannot really get voluminous because it's very long. I need to get a haircut, but whatever. I actually love how my hair came out. I just typed how to fake a blowout with a straightener and clicked on the first video. Anyways, this is the look all complete. Really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up like usual, and let me know what you think about this palette, or if you tried any crazy expensive luxury products. Were you happy with them? Do you think drugstore performs better? I don't know. Let's chat. I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm going to head out in like an hour or two. So I'll see you next time. Bye!